Philippines.
Your Excellency President Yoon Suk-yeol, my sincere felicitations on hosting this third Summit for Democracy. 2024 is an auspicious year for democracy. This year, a record number of around 70 countries, representing almost half of the world's population, will hold elections. This gives us hope that democracy is alive and thriving, that the people's voices continue to be heard, and that we in government remain responsive to the needs and interests of the people that we serve. Despite our best efforts, however, we have observed a number of worrying trends that threaten our democratic spaces, particularly the rise in disinformation that sows discord and polarization, persistent political and socio-economic inequalities that erode trust in government, and challenges to the rule of law. For democracy to endure and to remain relevant for the next generation, we must future-proof our democratic institutions, our processes, and our policies. We recognize three imperatives that will shape the future of democracy. First, recognizing that artificial intelligence will impact democracy in transformative and meaningful ways. AI development must go hand in hand with respect for human values, ethics, and principles. AI technology is rapidly revolutionizing decision-making, reshaping public discourse, and accelerating information sharing. At the same time, it has a potential to tip electoral scales towards interference through the generation, amplification, and dissemination of disinformation, creating very consequential and undesirable outcomes. While I announced last year at APEC that the Philippines is embracing AI, my government also launched the Media and Information Literacy Project to educate Filipinos in discerning fact from fake. While we welcome healthy discourse and free speech, there is an urgent need to address the spread of misinformation. Second, democracy must remain inclusive and participatory, leaving no one behind. We must encourage the youth, the leaders and voters of tomorrow, to remain engaged and active in our democratic processes. For this to happen, we need to foster an enabling and welcoming political environment, facilitate access to quality education and accurate information, and provide the youth with leadership and policy-making opportunities. We must likewise encourage and support women in pursuing leadership positions, especially in government. Globally, women's political participation remains low, as less than a quarter of high-level executive, legislative, and judiciary positions are occupied by women. At the same time, democracy must work for the people, translating into tangible progress and sustainable development. Finally, we must continue to champion the rule of law. We must continue to uphold the independence and impartiality of our legal institutions, strengthen our well-established accountability mechanisms, respect and adhere to the decisions of the judiciary, and recognize that judicial processes, including arbitration, are valid forms of the peaceful settlement of disputes. Rules and laws must be stable, predictable, and non-discriminatory. And we must ensure that they are not weaponized to further self-serving political objectives. In closing, my administration looks forward to working closely with our like-minded partners in advancing these 3 points, always putting our peoples and their freedoms at the center in pursuit of our shared respect for democratic values and principles. Thank you and good day.